Andrew Tate and Donald Trump. I work with one of them and I study the marketing strategies of the other. And I noticed how both of them use this 3-step personal branding framework to build a loyal cult-like following. And no one has shared this framework publicly until now. And if you use this framework, people won't just watch one of your videos and never come back, but they will actually become addicted to you and come back for more every time until they become your client. And anyone can use this framework to turn their personal brand into money printing machine. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 or 100,000 followers, but you can't expect to build a cult-like following if you don't build a unique personal brand first. I learned this in 2022 when I joined Andrew Tate's marketing team, when he was the most Googled man on earth. Even though he didn't share all his strategies with his marketing team, I still had access to insights nobody else had. And that was enough for me to connect all the dots and figure out his whole framework of how he became the most Googled man on earth. And I used this framework over and over again to generate him 70 million views under 6 months. But he used this framework to build a cult-like audience that is ready to buy whatever he sells. For example, he's selling these glasses for $20,000. But what surprised me 2 years later is that Trump used the same framework to win the elections in 2024. And after you watch this video, you will realize how easy it is to become influential on social media. And I guarantee you that you will start questioning reality. Your 2028 revenue goal will seem literally possible to reach in 2025. But before I tell you how you can build a loyal community and become an industry leader like Tom Ben-Trade, building a cult-like following is only the tip of the iceberg. And there are 2 crucial steps that everybody skips, and you need to do them first if you want your personal brand to become a money printing machine. And you won't find this in any course, book, or YouTube video. People like Tate and Trump have never shared this publicly. Most personal brands look just like everyone else. They look like this, like a commodity. By looking like everyone else, people will compare you with everyone else. And if you're comparable, then the only way to sell your services is to make bigger promises or charge less. You're competing as a commodity with commodities, but there is a way out. So, most of you look like this, a commodity, a simple bottle of water, but the top player in your niche looks like this. And commodity is a product or a service without attributes or a story. And you're right here, and the top player sell the same services, but they charge way more money and get way more sales than you. All because of their brand. And if you want to beat the top players, you need to build a one-of-a-kind personal brand around what you sell. Today, we're gonna make your brand go from no name and unimportant to premium Fiji water. So before I tell you how to build a cult-like followers, let's go into the first step. Building a one-of-a-kind personal brand. Before you establish your brand, first you need to focus on your personal. A person is an essential being that differentiates you from others. So we need to go through the personal evaluation guide. So to find your unfair advantage in the marketplace, we need to go through the personal evaluation guide. Go to the description down below to get the Google Doc where you can follow along with me through these steps. All right. So if you ever have felt like stressed, burnt out, imposter syndrome, well, lack of connection to your uniqueness is what is keeping you stressed. So the process of finding your uniqueness, your edge in your personal brand, first you have to do these 3 things, all right? Silence the voices of others. Stop thinking about what your parents, your teachers told you when you were younger. Don't limit yourself from what they said, all right? Silence all the voices. Search the past signs of your inner voice and look for a pattern. Go ask your relatives. Look for patterns where you show some kind of an interest or a talent, all right? And then embrace boredom, impatience, fear, and confusion. It will come. You have to research deep inside of you. This isn't some kind of a psychological session. You just need to pinpoint where your unique skills are, and we're gonna go through this right now. So uniqueness is revealed to us through the preferences we initially feel for particular activities or subjects of study. So go here and first think about what are your unique interests right now and when you were younger, or experiences or areas of expertise or skills. Where do you have an edge? For example, you can get so creative here. You can be so unique here. You can stand out so much from all other competition if you find your unique edge right here, right now. So think about this. This is very important. Don't skip this step. For example, what I did is I wrote down, okay, I'm a Christian. I deeply studied the Bible. I know about basketball. I know about marketing. I know about psychology. I know about neurobiology. And now I'm talking in my content. I'm talking about how Christ built the greatest personal brand ever. And I'm talking about psychology and connecting psychology and neurobiology to marketing and connecting Bible to marketing and business. That's how I created a unique angle and unique edge for my personal brand. And you can do it too. Don't immediately say, I cannot, there's nothing unique in my life. Yes, there is. I literally connected the Bible and marketing. What are we talking about? Come on, brethren. Come on, use your brain, be patient, and you can find an edge 100% of the time, every single one of you. So when you just write a bunch of things that you're good at, areas of expertise, interests, experiences, whatever, then ask yourself, how can you use them to your advantage? This is where you connect all the dots. This is where you connect all your interests and put it into your personal brand, all right? This is very important. And how could you leverage this to attract like-minded people? All right, think about it. Think about why Tate and Trump are so influential. Think about their gestures. Think about how they act, how they share their stories. Andrew Tate, four times kickboxing world champion. Donald Trump, now a president, once was a billionaire. Like they all have their unique stories. A great salesman. They're both eloquent. They're so unique and authentic. You need to find your authenticity. Dig deep and you'll find it. And it will feel so much easier to be yourself and to do what you love and present what you stand for. Now when you know where you have the edge over others, there's this one step 99% of people are too selfish to do. But if you do it, you will crush 99% of the market. And for those who are lazy, I will tell you how you can skip this step with AI. Most entrepreneurs think that personal brand should be all about personal. No, far from it. Personal brand is about the personal, about you, but also about the people. There are two P's, the personal and the people. And you are not in the spotlight. With your personal brand, you become the spotlight. You are the spotlight. And you shine yourself as a spotlight onto your audience. And want to know what separates a go-to expert from others? They know their audience better than they know themselves. How do you expect to build a loyal community if you know nothing about them? Come on. If people who follow you think, this man gets me, you will become the only person who can help them. Understanding is what makes people feel heard. And being heard makes people trust you. And trust makes you the person people say yes to before they hear the offer. Imagine that. Like, will you buy my offer? Yes. You want to know what it is? Nah. I know you're the guy. You have to become the guy. And becoming the guy is through understanding the people in front of you. So there are two kinds of people who are watching this video. Beginners, I would highly recommend you to find your niche first. And experienced people, understand your niche. This is the biggest leverage ever. And if you have been following me on this channel, you know that I'm all about high leverage. If you want to deeply understand your audience, you need to do the people investigation. So let's go back to the guide here. And you need to know their identity, pain, desires, the big picture, the big goal, fears, and beliefs. So I wrote right here. First, identity. I am, for example, an online coach. All right. Then I struggle with, these are my pain points. And you can delete this. You can delete this and type it for yourself. And you can say, I struggle with lead generation, unpredictable leads, no engagement on social media, etc. And then you say, okay, I want a reliable lead generation system, a predictable lead flow, a highly engaging community. I've done my research. I target coaches. I know what they want. If you're a coach, you're probably relating to this so much. Because I've done my research, you must do it too to make this kind of an impact to your audience. And their wants to have a reliable lead generation system, for example, is because the ultimate goal is, and then you say, because my goal is to scale to 7 figures and beyond, generate leads while I sleep, become a go-to expert in a niche. Those are like the top hierarchy the top hierarchy goals that they have, all right? And then you go, or if I don't achieve this goal, I risk, these are the fears, to be overtaken by a competitor who is less skilled than me but has more polished marketing system, or to be anxious wondering where the next client will come from. So these are all the fears that your ideal customer profile has. And then you say, but I believe, and I have these limiting beliefs that is stopping me from getting what I want and from buying the things, your products, all right? And these are the limiting beliefs. I have to do everything myself. I can't raise my prices. I must work harder to earn more. Work harder to earn more? No, you don't have to work hard to earn more. All you need to do is build a system once and it will make money for you. What low leverage entrepreneurs do is they work, make money, and they work and make money, and they work and make money. What high leverage entrepreneurs do, they work once, create something, and that creation makes them money. So they work and make money. That's high leverage. You should do that and stop working hard for your business and be a slave to your business. And the bonus hack, write down all the celebrities in your niche. Right here, write down all the niche celebrities in your niche. This is very important. I will tell you why later on. So where to look for these answers? You can go through existing testimonials or competitors' customers and their testimonials, or talk with someone you personally know who matches the target audience, or people oversharing their thoughts and feelings online. So YouTube videos, Instagram videos, Facebook, forums, Reddit, Amazon.com reviews, Yelp, Google My Business Maps, blah, blah. And now, let's go back. And I know this is a lot of work, but what I'm about to show you lets you skip 99% of the work. Go to the doc in the description and just copy this right here and paste it into ChatGPT. Fill in with your niche, your market, what you do, your ICP, your offer, and it will spill out everything you need. And then, if it doesn't spill out everything you need, just add this extra prompt and it will give you everything you need, and then you can fill all this in 5 minutes. Now when you know your personal and your people, here's the best way to create a unique and consistent brand image. I never heard anyone talk about this on YouTube. You must not skip this step. You must create brand values and brand voice. This is a mistake, brand voice. So there was this study done by Susan Fournier. You can check it out. And in this study, they concluded that consumers form relationships with brands similarly how they form relationships with people. Therefore, you have to create a human-like characteristics for your brand, your values and your voice. All right, your brand values are what you stand for. It doesn't change. It's your moral compass. All right, and your voice is how you communicate with others. Based on your personal and your people, create a unique brand voice. People go wrong when they try to copy what other people are doing. Find your own voice and stick to it. So below are some examples of brand values and voice. You can go here, just go to the doc in the description, and you will have all of this. So your brand values. Type them here. Here's some examples: innovation, trust, creativity, authority, simplicity, what you value. Write it down. All right. The next step, your brand voice: serious, casual, funny, professional, whatever you want. All right. For example, Nike's values are performance, determination, and empowerment. Nike's voice is motivational, bold, and direct. Just do it. All right. And Tate's values are, for example, masculinity, hustling, and wealth. And Tate's voice is bold, authoritative, and direct. And don't skip this step, because we're gonna use this sheet to make the next step 10 times easier. So now, let's go to the next step, how to conquer social media. This is the next part of the iceberg. Now you have clarity on what your personal brand represents, but this means nothing if nobody knows about you. So let me show you how to create a content strategy that prints sales on demand. And don't forget that after this, I will show you how to use Tate and Trump's secret branding strategies to build a loyal community. I will go through it right here. So if you have 100, 1,000, million skills, but your visibility is zero, 0 times 1 million is 0. So we need to increase the visibility, all right? So first, you need to pick a platform. LinkedIn and Twitter, if you like writing, go for it. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok if you're good at speaking. All right? And this is a little secret I'm gonna share with you. LinkedIn is pushing videos more right now, and algorithm is testing videos so much. I got 4 million views in less than 7 days on LinkedIn. Use it and thank me later. Although I'm a huge proponent of videos, it is 10 times better than text posts. I'm confident in this because you hijack the eyesight and hearing and transfer your energy. I'm transferring my energy. You can see me, you can hear me. With text posts, you can only read with your voice. All right? I'm making a bigger impact on you, and you can do too through videos. My recommendation for everyone is to attack YouTube and Instagram. If you're just starting out and have no experience with creating content for social media, then only start with YouTube. Don't start with both, you will get overwhelmed. YouTube is just enough. But when I was working as a video editor back in 2022, 2021, I thought that getting more views will get my clients more sales. I once helped one business consultant go from 0 to 100,000 followers and generate 6.5 million views in under 3 months. Here are the analytics, but he only made $2,500 from 6.5 million views. It was because we were targeting the wrong audience. Views mean nothing if your content is not targeting your ICP. Therefore, you must focus on 2 things to get more sales. Getting the right viewers, so increase the quality of your views, and more views, increase the quantity of your views. This is one of my favorite quotes. There are already tens of thousands of people who would love to buy what you have to sell if they only knew you existed. My man Myron Golden is spitting facts here. Like, people, there are already a big pool of people who need your help. And all you need to do is just appear in front of them. And that's it. And that's it. Help them out for free. Give them some free value. And that's it. The reason why things aren't working for you is not because you aren't skilled enough. There are thousands of entrepreneurs that are younger and less talented than you, making 7 figures per month. Just look at all the 20-year-old gurus, self-made millionaires who are partying on a yacht in Dubai. Come on. They're inexperienced. They don't know more than you. They just have a system that is making them easier to be found. So all you have to do is make yourself easily findable for your audience. Make yourself findable, and that's it. That's it. If you have 1,000 followers, but they're all super qualified, you'll be able to make 30K per month easily. But you need the right eyeballs on your content. Let's increase your quality of your viewers. All right, shall we? You need to stop giving motivational quotes and talking about what you like, and start obsessing with your audience's problems and how to solve them. Now, I know I said that you need to write down all your interests, and I know I said that I use the Bible and psychology and neuroscience, which are my interests and what I like, but I'm not creating videos with the title, okay, here's a neuroscience hack. No, I'm using neuroscience metaphors and biblical metaphors and analogies to connect to everything I say right here in my videos. In some niches, you will be able to use your interest right in your hooks, right in your titles, in your thumbnails. In some niches, what your interest will align with your niche, with your marketplace, but in some it won't. Currently, I'm testing that out in my niche. If Bible topics are something that is interesting to coaches, and coaches, consultants, agency owners, so give me feedback in comments and let me know. So you're not selling motivation, all right? So stop talking about motivation as a center of your content, all right? So start researching what problems your ICP needs solved right now. Use the people investigation guide you created at the start, right here, to figure out what they want, what they're struggling with, and solve it. Or use these 2 websites, all right? So use Viral Finder, I have it right here, and type your competitor's name, go search, and it will list all the top performing videos on Instagram, and you just copy them. You just, what problem they solve that in your video. Copy it. All right, that's it. That's what you can do. Let the AI do it for you, basically. And the other website is answerthepublic.com. Here's, you can search any topic, brand or product. You can type, I don't know, cooking and it will list out a bunch of cooking questions people are asking. How to create shawarma. And you create, if you're a cooking coach, you create how to create shawarma or whatever. You get the point. And also you can use my competitor tracker. I will leave it right here. Did I leave it? Yes, you're in luck. I did leave it. You can use my competitor tracker to track all of your competitors and to copy their content when it's needed. So you need to solve problems that are perfectly matched with the problems of your ICP. All right. The closer you are to that perfection, the higher quality of your leads will be. The more practical your advice is, the higher the quality of your leads will be. Pretty simple. After this, most people think that they have it all figured out after they dialed in their messaging, but they don't. Have a clear message is the first part. The second part is to put your message in the right format. You won't get any views if you don't package and communicate your value the right way. So this is a universal format for all the content, no matter long form, short form. Every good video has these 4 parts. Number 1, hook. Number 2, a build up. Number 3, the body, where you give value or you give the story. And number 4 is closing, a CTA or a conclusion. I could talk the whole day about how to go viral and get views, like the whole day. This is a science for its own. But let's stick to the 2 most important things. All right, attention and retention. So attention is all about mastering curiosity and intrigue. You need to couple your deep understanding of your ICP and put your words into attention-grabbing format. So I will leave in the doc in the description down below, again, my fill-in-the-blank hook vault and my vault interest boost. So you use them by using the fill-in-the-blank hook, the fill-in-the-blank hook vault. You use it as hooks, and as build-ups, as second or third sentences, you use the 30 interest boost template. All right. Most people think that if they have amazing attention-grabbing hooks, that they will go viral and get views, but they're missing this one crucial step. Hooks are useless if people click off your video 15 seconds after the hook. So retention is equally as important as attention. Algorithm loves to see a video that holds everyone's attention throughout the whole video. Let's talk about retention. The moment you lose someone's interest, the game is over. You're done. They left. They're gonna watch Mr. Beast's video. Retention is all about one thing: questions. If you pay close attention to what Andrew Tate does, he's always giving you attention-grabbing statement, controversial statement, but that's not when he stops. He uses very extremely advanced storytelling structures to keep you in the video, watching the video. He can talk for hours and you can listen to him if you're interested in the topic he's talking about. You want to click off the video. It's very important to always have questions in the viewer's mind throughout the whole video. So there always has to be at least one unanswered questions people have in their mind. A sweet spot is that you need to have one main question, like one big question. For example, here the big question is, okay, how do I build a loyal cult-like following? That's the big question. But then you ideally throughout the video, at least the long form video, you need to have like 3 or 5 supporting unanswered questions. Questions that are like subconsciously in your mind, that you are always wondering, okay, what about this? Not just cult-like audience, but what about this? And the moment you give an answer to the question you raise, do one of these following steps. This is a must. End the video. End it immediately. Or raise another relevant question. Like, don't talk into void. There always has to be a meaning why, a reason why people are watching your video. If you watch this video again, this video you're watching right now, you will notice that I'm constantly answering one of your questions and raising another. And I'm giving you one piece of a puzzle at a time and then telling you how you're still missing an important piece to complete the puzzle, not just a piece, because people start predicting the future. This, if they have like a whole picture and they miss this one piece of a puzzle, they will say, well, I see the whole picture, this piece of a puzzle is not important. But you need to tell them, okay, this piece that you're missing is that one piece that is important. Don't assume that you have it figured out without this one piece. Of course, don't lie, but you need to be hyper aware of this. Always tell them there's this one thing that you're missing. There's this one more. And then when you answer that one more, you either end the video or you answer one more and raise one more question. And it's very, very important, and so on and so on and so on until the end of the video. So bonus step, there are 3 types of content you should post. 3 types. Documentation. So you're talking about, okay, how I'm scaling this business right here, how I plan to lose weight, how I lost weight. So I'm documenting what I do in my life. So people, and this is very genuine and builds connection because people are getting to know you, and that's how you slowly become a friend to people. People know you on a deeper level, and once they know you on a deeper level, they become more closer to you, like you're their friend, and then you start building a cult-like following, which I will go into in a second. The second type of video, which is one of my favorite ones, belief shifting videos. It gives people a new or a different perspective on things. I will go in even further. I think that every video should attack some kind of a belief, a common belief that your audience has, and it should just attack it and prove that it is wrong. So this is why this is so important, this part right here. But I believe, and write down all the common limiting beliefs in your niche, and then constantly just reprogram people on and on and on. Just think about your favorite gurus. Did they shift some of your limiting beliefs? They did? Mine too. Mine too. I'm with you. So then think about this question. Did they become your favorite guru, your favorite coach, because they shifted one limiting belief? Are you part of their cult, maybe because they shifted one of your beliefs? I'm kind of spoiling some of the value I'm gonna give, but stick with me. And the third, the most common one, is educational videos. So you're proving that you're a go-to expert and that you are knowledgeable and wise through your content by solving their problems. And you're positioning yourself as authority through education. Bonus step. Now we are going back to celebrities, niche celebrities. List them 10, 20, 30 niche celebrities, and then maybe they're a famous chiropractor if you're targeting chiropractors, or whoever. Just list them all out. It doesn't have to be Andrew Tate's and Tony Robbins. You literally can say, okay, the chiropractor Don, the one who scaled his business to 7-8 figures, so he's now a well-known chiropractor. Those kinds of people. And then what you do is create a celebrity secret breakdown video. Okay, here's how Don created the biggest chiropractic firm in the whole USA. And that's how you leverage famous people who already are well known for yourself to get attention from people who know him, and then you use his attention to put it onto you. So he spent years creating this attention, and you're just literally now creating a 10-minute video breaking down his strategy and getting all his viewers to watch you. And now the finale, the cherry on the top, and very important cherry to be exact. Now let me show you how to build a cult-like following around your personal brand. You're ahead of 90% of the people with the information I gave you up until this point. But the information I'm gonna share is gonna help you absolutely dominate your industry. The following information, nobody uses it, like only top of the top, like Trump and Tate. Once you learn Trump and Tate's 3 secret branding strategies, you will realize how manipulative the whole game is. Let's talk about the most mind-blowing strategy right off the bat. Branding parasite triggers. While everyone overspends their budget on marketing, people like Tate and Trump realize that branding can do 80% of your marketing for free. There are specific branding triggers that you can create in your audience's mind and live there rent-free like a parasite. So people will think of you when they are asleep in the most random moments if you use branding parasite triggers the right way. So There are two kinds of branding parasite triggers. The first kind are rituals. So rituals represent a repeated experience that is associated with your content, like catchphrases, for example. So you repeat something that associates you so many times that people stop, that you start living in people's brain. So for example, catchphrases. Think of Tate. What color is your Bugatti? Tate uses that all the time. And people are using, every time people see a Bugatti, they think of Tate. And they repeat his catchphrases. That's how you let the people do marketing for you, because there are parasites in their brain who are associating that catchphrase and Bugatti brand with Tate. So it can be opening lines as well, closing lines. I would rather advise you to use closing lines instead, because opening lines you want to give the viewer at the start of your video as much reasons to watch the video instead of giving an opening line and introducing yourself. Also, body language can also be a good brand parasite trigger. Remember how Tate speaks. He has a very authentic way of expressing himself, the way he uses body language. Trump as well. Like, Trump speaks like this and people start to imitate him all the time. And people are doing literally marketing for you. Also, postures, inside jokes are so good. Like, don't overdo it, but always have some kind of inside joke to make people who already watched you be like, yeah, I know that. And they're subconsciously gonna start feeling like they're a part of your tribe. Like, we have a tribe, we have our inside joke. You have inside jokes with your friends, not with strangers. So if somebody random on the internet who watches you have an inside joke with you, you become their friend. And if you're friends, there's trust built. And when there's trust built, they will buy from you. So just repeat your rituals so much that it stays in their brain forever. Okay, the next branding parasite trigger. Icons and tokens. Every brand, person, or channel has certain items, objects, quirks, or character traits that are uniquely associated with them. For example, editing styles. So think about it. Ali Abdaal editing style. Everybody recognizes his editing style. Devin Jato's editing style. Iman Gadzhi's editing style. Alex Hormozi's editing style. Andrew Tate's editing style. They all have their editing style. And people are copying them. And by copying them, people are literally doing marketing for them. Every time you watch somebody else's videos who edit like Iman Gadzhi, you're reminded of Iman Gadzhi. Authenticity is so important, to be unique in some way that people like, that resonates with the market, and then they're copying you and doing you a favor by marketing you to other people. It's simple as that. Theme songs as well. Like, think about it. Who do you think of when you hear this song? Tune dona dida dida, tune dona dida dida. Andrew Tate, right? Yeah, it's his theme song. And every time you hear that song, you think of Andrew Tate. And that's free marketing. You're constantly just showing yourself in front of people without showing yourself. Branding does the marketing. Also, fonts. You use unique fonts, brand colors, symbols. The point is that you need to be congruent and constant with your branding and always repeat the same fonts, brands, gestures, body language, catchphrases, inside jokes. So the more you repeat, the more they will learn it. Like, how somebody learns, how anybody learns anything? By repetition. You're educating them, but in another way. You're not teaching them something, but you're actually just repeating it so it stays in their brain without them even trying to memorize it. And symbols are very important. Like, think about it. Who do you think of when I draw a cross? You think of the greatest personal brand ever, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ was absolutely a marketing genius. Like, you just draw a simple cross and you think of Jesus. He knew about this. Everything is on purpose. Let's move on. Common traits of history's greatest leaders. So if you research all the most famous leaders in human history, you will find 7 traits they all share. So, for example, if you take a group of 100 men and they need to pick only one man to be their leader, he won't be the most good looking, he won't be the most intelligent one. Most of the time, these kinds of leaders will have these traits. The first one is authenticity. Tate and Trump are a breathing authenticity. They breathe authenticity. They gestures, the way they speak like Trump, the way they act, the way they talk. Nobody's like them. Do you know how you will know how you're authentic? If people can imitate you the way you speak and you're easily recognizable through their imitation. Like Trump, everyone can imitate Trump and people will instantly say, oh, that's Trump, you're imitating Trump. So don't try to copy others. Think of ways how you can be authentic, not just by your gestures, by everything. Like literally everything. Like in any way how you're authentic. What's your unique story? We already went through this. Like what's your unique story? What kind of combination of experiences nobody else has? Let that become a part of you. Don't conform to the system. And don't let the system tell you what you should be. But be your authentic self. One of the biggest things you can do as a leader is have a vision. Donald Trump, make America great again. Andrew Tate, escape the matrix. Like every great leader has a vision and people want to be a part of that vision. That's the goal. And here's a little trick. When you're creating your own vision, what you should do is create a vision that is never quite obtainable. Because when people obtain your vision, it's game over. So make America great again. What does that mean? What does that mean? Make America great again. Like he can constantly talk about that. Great again. You can constantly say, okay, it's not great again, it can go better. Like, it's just a perspective shift. It's a perspective. Is America great again? He can always say, no, America is not great again. We need to improve more. So it's never quite obtainable. That's very important also. Tate, escape the matrix. Escape the matrix? Well, we're always a part of the system. The matrix, we're always a part of it. Like, you can escape a bit by being financially free, but you're always in confinements of the system. So you can never quite escape it. And both of them knew this. And they created a vision that is never obtainable. So people are always part of their vision, thinking that they will reach it someday. But they won't. But they will improve, but they won't reach the vision. Next thing, confidence, boldness. Very important to be bold with what you're saying. Like, I cannot express enough how confidence is important for a leader. And here's a very good method on how to convey your confidence. It's lion tamer method. Do you know how lion tamer tames the lion? With his eyes. The moment lion tamer turns away his eyes from the lion's eyes, that's the moment when the lion attacks him. So you always want to convey your confidence through eye contact. Don't be a weirdo. Don't just look at the camera always, or don't just look at someone's eyes always. But when you're conveying your message, make sure that you're not constantly looking that way, this way, and there, then coming back to the eyes. Always use your eyes to convey confidence. The next thing, competence, some kind of track record, proof. It can be proof in form of that a lot of people are following you on social media, that you have a big following, that people are willing to follow you, to follow your vision, to be a part of your tribe. Also, track record, some kind of results that you got for other people, how you helped other people's lives improve. Like, you have to have some kind of proof of result. Then communication. This connects to the confidence part. Like, you can convey your confidence through communication, through a presence, how you communicate in the most simplest way, how you communicate complex topics. Simplicity will do you wonders. Like, think about how Alex Hormozi, this is my theory, that Alex Hormozi, like 50% of Alex Hormozi's success is from him creating simple frameworks from complex topics and subjects. He creates simple frameworks, step-by-step frameworks, and people love that. Always try to put your thoughts into simple, plain words, 5th grade level language. Courage also. Courage is very important for a leader. You have to be courageous. You have to show off your courage in some way or form. And talk about how you were courageous once when this happened in your past. There was no hope, but you stay courageous. You have to express your courageous moments in your life through storytelling, which is also important for a brand. But that's a different topic for another day. And the last thing, which is the most important part, in my opinion, which is God. If you search the whole history, the most successful nations were the ones who had a leader who is God-fearing man. When I say God-fearing man, there are two non-negotiables. He must be a non-hypocrite, so he's truly a God-fearing man, and people need to accept his God-fearing laws. The best thing you can do for your brand is to represent Christ in your brand. One more thing about the vision. It's not about chasing the spotlight. You're not in the spotlight. As I said, it is about becoming the spotlight and turning that spotlight into your audience. Just like Jesus. Jesus, when he was alive, and he still is, when he was alive, he said, I'm doing this to glorify my Father who is in heaven. Also, glorify the people who are following you. And the big bonus is live the lifestyle your ICP wants to live. Like, think about how Tate did it. Like, Tate had a specific lifestyle of macho, masculine man, cigars, booze, Bugattis, supercars. Create that kind of a lifestyle in your own way that is desirable to your audience. And also, tribe characteristics. You cannot be a leader without a tribe. We all know that. Every tribe has a leader. Every leader has a tribe. And every tribe has a common enemy, which is us versus them. You're in my team, people, and we are fighting against, in Tate's example, the Matrix. In Trump's example, fake news. Also, fake news is something that Trump uses as an inside joke. And he also uses that as an enemy, common enemy. And shared beliefs. There needs to be some kind of a shared belief in the tribe. We believe in God. We believe in discipline. We believe in prosperity. We believe in something. We believe that we're disciplined people. We believe that we're this kind of people. We associate with this. We resonate with this. Also, resources. You have some kind of a special community, system, tools that nobody else has. Like, do you want to know what's the best way to sell your offers? It's to make them think that what you have, nobody else has. Nobody on the planet has what you have in your tribe. Once they join, that's the only place they will get what you are presenting in your marketing. Also, very important, unique frameworks, methods, opinions. Like, you need to be innovative. You don't just sell Facebook ads. Don't sell some specific framework, method that has never have been done before. Or have a specific opinions. Depression is not real. Trump, build border walls. All the leaders and top players have this specific opinions, methods, frameworks that is repeatable. One state said depression is not real. It went immediately viral, and people started sharing his opinion constantly and repeating him. That's another branding parasite trigger. But before I tell you a bonus secret, which is camouflage selling, just so you know, if you're a coach, consultant, or an agency owner who is tired of inconsistently generating clients and wants to turn his personal brand into client printing machine, go to the link down below in this video and see if you're qualified to work with me. Now, the bonus secret, camouflage selling. Even though you have a great personal brand or a great offer, it doesn't matter if you don't know how to present it in your organic content. What most people do is they will immediately in their hook, in their intro, say, guys, I'm so excited to share this with you. We have this new mastermind event. If you want to join, go to the link down below. And no. People have this sales resistance when you're selling to them immediately. First, you have to camouflage your selling, like I just did. At the end of the video, you camouflage your selling with some kind of value. So you film a video where you address some kind of a problem, you talk about it, and then you connect it to your offer in the middle of the video, at the end of your video. You just mention your offer, but don't immediately sell. Don't make your whole piece of content about selling. Nobody's gonna buy that. The moment they see you want to pitch them something, when their sales resistance is high, they will say, nah, I'm gonna scroll off. I'm gonna watch some
cats or dogs on Instagram.